Every weekday, the Robb Senior Center in Andover has a full slate of activities to keep visitors busy. From fitness
Toe, stop.
to fix it.
You know, this is going to make it look like he's the only one that ever works here.
Card playing
So then what kind of things?
to computer training.
All the counterparts standing like statues.
From singing to sewing.
If you enter the words opacity and abandoned,
But Wednesday is reserved for the writers.
They become close during the 2 years they work together. And
In a weekly workshop called The Right Stuff.
It was a beautiful midsummer morning.
I wanted to see if I could get seniors interested in writing about their past, their current lives, ideas they've had their whole life, and they want to get it down on paper.
Hurry, hurry, don't keep the man waiting, he cried, as he pushed the frail Mrs. Graves out through the door.
Sonia Buckley is one of those seniors.
Sonia's one of the first people I met in the group when I joined 2.5 years ago, and it was just so warm and welcoming.
She's got a very kind heart. She's a very key ingredient to the group and a really good mentor.
She's a pretty good flatterer, too.
You're very handsome, incidentally.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks.
You are.
Most importantly, Sonia Buckley is also a recently published author.
The book now is Cliff's Edge, but for years, the whole time I was writing it, it was going to be Madeline.
About that for years part, they say that good things come to those who wait. Well, when it comes to Sonia's book, Cliff's Edge, let's just say it's been quite a while since Sonia first put pen to paper.
I was 35 years old.
So when you were 35, essentially?
Yeah, basically. And now I'm almost 85.
50 years.
Yeah, long time.
When Sonia started writing Cliff's Edge, this was the average price per gallon. This was your first cell phone, and this guy was the president. You get the picture.
People say they can't believe I wrote it. I can't believe I wrote it myself.
Either that's the longest case of writer's block I've ever heard, or you had another plan in mind. How did it take so long to get from then to here?
It was a busy life. I mean, life got in the way.
she started the book when I was in high school, and she would work on it for a while and then put it away and then work on it a while again and put it away.
You know, once you come up with the characters and you get the idea in your head where it's going to go, they just kind of drift along and more or less tell you where they need to go. And it's a real fun experience.
She's so excited about this whole thing, and I think it's more the completion, finally able to put the end at the end of the story that she's been working on for so much part of her life.
We've been encouraging her about her novel ever since we heard that there was one, and she would read excerpts and then put it away, and to hear that she spent most of her adult life writing this book and to see it come to fruition, I think we're as giddy as she is. It's really exciting.
They're all warm, wonderful people who are ready to encourage and help you out along the way, which was really something special.
Many, many times she said she was thinking of putting it in the trash, and we are all so grateful she didn't.
I would sit with a little notepad and start scratching out lots of lines, and it just sort of rocked along from there.
You were talking about that's your process, right? You write it out, you're not a keyboard.
No. When I started writing it, there weren't laptops. There weren't. So I'm lucky I've got my grandson because he really keeps up with it and keeps me going.
She's been frustrated with it more than once, and there's been a couple times that I've had to salvage pieces that she wants to get rid of.
I mean, I've got a dozen stories at home that are, every once in a while I go through and I read them and I think, well, that's not too bad. I should do something with that. And then it goes back in the drawer. So this just happened to be the one that came out.
You finished it. And now you're going to go for it. You're going to send it out into the world.
Right.
What was that like?
Well, it was mostly because of my grandson, because I'm not very technical with any of that stuff.
They say behind every good writer is a great editor. In Sonia's case, it's a great grandson.
And it had to go through a lot of different stages. The first one was to go to a proofreader. So I said to him, well, let's just send it. And I mean, it's not cheap to do any of those things. So we sent it off to the proofreader, and it was like, wow, how long is it going to be before we hear back? Well, it finally came back, and the thing that pushed me over the edge was at the top of the manuscript, whoever had proofread it said, "This is a good story." That was enough to keep it going then, and to push it forward.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that she's gotten to the point that she was able to get it published, because she's put a lot of work into it.
And it turns out, even though a lot of people say I'm not much of a writer, I don't really do this sort of thing, she has got this incredible natural talent.
Besides, how do you tell a woman like her that you're running away?
And on this particular Wednesday, Sonia's book club buddies are here to celebrate her crowning achievement.
When I got it out there, I said, I don't care if I never make a penny on it. I just hope that people will read it and enjoy it. Because, I don't know, I think it's a pretty good book.
The reading public agrees. Cliff's Edge is a hit.
Hopefully she will follow up and write a sequel.
I guess the next obvious question is the follow-up. Have you started one yet?
I have. Yeah, I have several chapters done. And I'm hoping that it will be even better than this one. But I don't want to disappoint people either, When they've read one and they found it so good, you don't want to let people down afterwards, so...
You just have to promise not to take as long this time.
Yeah, really.
For Positively Andover, I'm Sean Murphy.